All right, we have midweek melee number 5, grand final, Snake versus Jund. Ooh.
Remember, all viewers, remember to like and subscribe.
Yes, for
You
more
know,
M-House content that we are not being paid for.
exactly. Wendy's the one who usually says it, but he's not. He unfortunately dipped because he was sleeping. Because
He's a
it's
little
pretty late.
sleepy windy.
Yeah. So, I said it.
Gotta go to his little bedtime at 4:20. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, 420, dude.
What a boo.
421.
But yeah, oh, I need to correct it. It's Dr. Snake.
Oh,
Whoops.
yeah, Dr. Snake. That's a completely different person.
Can't forget the PhD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jund, I don't know how much experience he has with the Dr. Mario matchup. I'm assuming, like, well, he doesn't get that much practice, right?
Yeah,
I feel like
because
nobody
most people
does.
doesn't get that much Dr. Mario experience. I don't
Yeah.
get that much for sure. That's for sure.
Desperate read attempt there.
Yeah,
The
I like
dodges.
Dr. Mario's walk. A little menacing when it does it
It's
to you,
kind of
though.
funny. He, like,
It's
doesn't
kind of
really...
funny. Yeah, he's got the little, like, medical walk, when they're, like, scurrying to the next patient's room.
Yeah, he is like a... He does kind of a weird thing with his hands or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he moves him back and forth like a doctor. It's, like, funny.
Yeah, Dr. Mario at edge guard is quite tricky. His
Yeah,
recovery is
it's...
quite tricky to edge guard.
What would you do in John's situation, you think? I know you don't play Fox, but...
What I do?
It's hard, because I know for Marth, there's, like... You just have to be really, like... You have to respect them. Like, when he's using... He can use pills to make it so much harder to edgeguard him. So, I feel like you usually just have to be ready for, like, oh, are they gonna pill? And then if they do, you have to call them out on it with, like, a ledge drop back air. You know?
Yeah.
And if they don't, you can just, like... Something lately I've been doing that's been really nice is, It's for some reason, it's just really hard to down tilt Dr. Mario up B. So I just, like, started using, forward air instead, because it clips through the stage a lot better. Um, so it's a lot easier. They can still tech it, but they can't really do that much after they tech anyways.
I literally SD twice.
That is unfortunate.
I had not been, for obvious reasons, I have not been playing Melee, and I definitely have not been playing Doc,
Yeah.
but no Johns.
I haven't been playing much of my secondaries lately, at least in tournament. I've kind of put a stop to that lately. And honestly, even in general, I mostly just play them for fun and not to get better at it lately.
Yeah, this was right after Head of M-House, so I was not really trying to grind, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
The only person who's notable was Jund in this bracket, really.
makes sense.
So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just go Dr. Mario.
Mhm. Also, I don't think my Fox is, which I'd probably say is like my second best secondary, isn't good enough to beat people that I like. Think Reaper attends tournaments like pretty regularly, and it can't beat him, so I don't go it anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, my Doc is alright. It's good enough to do some damage to people.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe my best secondary could be Fox, so I'm not really sure.
Hmm. Yeah, he is also just a better character.
Yeah, Fox straight up is just better character. I don't know what to do with Fox though sometimes.
That's fair.
Cape covers a lot.
Yeah. I think lately the reason I haven't been playing secondary so much is that, like, I feel like I have my workload ahead of me for Marth, So, like, it's less incentive to, like, be practicing other stuff. Because I used to do it for fun, especially when I wasn't really sure where I need to go for getting better in Marth. But I have like a plate full of stuff I want to work on.
Secondaries are fun, but it's definitely like a side quest.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is something that distracts you from your main goal of getting good with whatever main.
Yeah, that's fair. Codex do be on the challenges, The Falco challenge, now the Bowser challenge. 30 days.
It's fun. It's fun.
It is fun. It is. I will say that it's fun.
It's not that fun if you want to win though.
Yeah, if I really want to like have a lot of fun playing Melee, I just train up the DK for like a week or two. I don't want to do that though, because I want to get better.
Dude, normally I pride myself in my dock chain grabs. Today, or that day, I guess, was just so bad.
That is
I
unfortunate.
don't know
Yeah.
what it was. Like, could have been just me playing on like the shitty dashback controller, but I don't know. I think I was just not. I have not chain grabbed in a while.
He says as he 3 stocks Jund. We hate Snake. Sorry, I'm just
I don't
fulfilling
think it
Wendy's
happens.
role, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I get a 3-stock. Also, it's FD. Like, shit doesn't count.
Yeah,
It's
FD's
actually a
really
good
rough.
stage for dock.
Yeah, it's rough.
I don't think it's winning, but yeah. If I'm winning and it's not from like chain grabbing, then something's kind of going wrong. I feel like
I see. Yeah.
it's usually docs like saving utility besides pill. And it's
Right.
fair. Pills.
Yeah. It's more tricky to deal with sometimes.
Cape is good. I think I
Cape is
do
very
miss a lot
strong.
of up throw fairs for some reason in this set. I don't know. It's kind of like a free combo.
Yeah.
Free kill combo.
Sometimes it's just sometimes you miss the stuff that you should be hitting. I've definitely been there. Many times actually. Probably say my punish game is one of the most like inconsistent thing. I think like I just have really big inconsistencies in my combo game a lot.
Yep,
Some days I just it's hard because some days I'm just like really good at reacting to text and stuff, and some days I just am oblivious to it and like make the complete wrong decision. Yeah.
Yeah, being consistent is literally the hardest thing to do ever.
Yeah.
And
So I mean,
the top
yeah,
players mess up, and especially the low level players.
especially level. Yeah.
Dude, how do you do that shit?
The moonwalk stuff, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I had always dreamt of doing that, like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone do it. I was like, oh, it must be like TAS only, because it's literally the only time I've ever seen anyone do.
Yeah, like usually when I see people do it as Fox, it's just like the one, you know, and it's just like a little bit feels a little unnecessary.
Or they
So
do
I'm
like
like,
a
what's
Charlie
whatever.
Walk chain, which is like.
But if you're doing like a Charlie Walk, that's kind of sick.
He's doing literally raw like walks into an
Yeah.
walk. I've seen people do like Charlie walks. That's like whatever. But yeah, that shit's.
Or yeah, just like chaining them, you know.
Mhm.
That's pretty tough. It has a lot more use, like, because I feel like when you see like just the one Fox Moonwalk, it does like nothing. Like, there's no point. I feel like it's kind of useless when I see it. Like, it helps a little bit to like make your movement a little bit more ambiguous, but I don't know.
It's very niche.
Yeah.
Its usage.
I know once Wendy was like, he was like, I hate when I see, you know, Reaper Moonwalk, and then he grabs ledge. So unnecessary. He's just doing it to be stylish. I'm like, I got
I used to do that all the time, just to grab ledge. I think it's like kind of the same reason Mango stopped doing that. He used to do that all the time, Mango, to grab ledge. It's just slow. You just like wave dash back, or I like pivot, shield stop, you know, like short
Oh, yeah.
fast wall grab. That's actually pretty fast.
Yeah, that one's really good. I know it's
being-
especially useful for characters like Falcon. But it's just like super useful.
Yeah.
For Marth, I feel like he has the long wave dash, so you just wave dash back, and if you can even wave dash forward and you can turn around and just grab ledge. It's really easy.
Yeah, Moonwalk just takes a while to set up, I think. It just has a long setup, so a lot of times,
Yeah.
like, you don't really, the only time you're doing it is when, like, you could just literally do any other option.
Yeah.
So, like, you're having
Although I
to
have
shit.
yeah, I have seen some cool like sticky walk stuff where you like or Zane like sticky walks with Marth and then he like dash attacks after.
Oh,
Because he
yeah.
gets all his momentum back. It's kinda cool. Kinda useful. It's very niche though, but like when you see it used, it's like, oh.
Wow. I can't believe that ledge. I opened this one.
Oh, guess we're about to find out. It's not looking good at 122 on Yoshi's, but you know, one up throw
Yes.
fair. Ah,
I haven't been updating this one. So it's 2-1.
yeah, you won FD and you won Battlefield, and you won the last one.
Yeah, I think this is a good stage for Dog, out of the whatever remaining is.
That makes sense, yeah.
Just like pretty decent stage for chain grabbing in center and killing off the top with fairs.
Yeah.
This stage.
Sounds nice.
It's funny we're doing this. I actually played Friends yesterday in tournament.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because I remember you sent this the picture of Blade and France playing.
Yeah. That was a
How
fun
was
tournament.
how was the local anyways?
It was a lot of fun. It was like a free
Nice.
tournament, so nobody won any money. People literally just came out for the love of competing.
That's nice. You
And
get
it was
some
a
good
hard
people.
tournament.
I've actually you know, you just think that like a lot of melee players are like they like the game a lot, like because most of them love the game, but I definitely met some people that are only interested in like the prize of a tournament. Damn.
Yeah, it's not like sustainable long term, like for your happiness. I used to kind of do that. I was trying to
Yeah.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes because I didn't have a job and I was like just a kid. I was just like, oh, I can make money by like farming this one whatever local that top players don't go to. It's like, yeah, like you get money like for first and second.
Yeah.
Like if you just that's all you go for, it's like not fun. It's so
It's not fun. Yeah, and it's also like not enough to like it's not like enough to like live, you know? So it's like
I was just like
or
a
like
kid and like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's cool to make money off a video game.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I know,
It's
you
not
know, there's
fun
always
long
the
term, though.
hanky-panky, you know, farming all the locals to get big money. But
No, but for sure there are people who go because they're about the grind. And like even if
yeah.
there isn't competition available, they'll go anyways because they are someone
Yeah.
who is like a student of the game.
Those
I can
people
think
are
of a
really
lot of
nice.
people who are just cracks like that. The main
Mhm.
one that comes to mind is Steech. He will go to every local regardless of who shows up. You know,
That is
just
nice.
play his best every time and just I don't know, destroy people.
I definitely feel like I've been having I used to go to my school's local a lot, but lately this semester I've been feeling like it's too hard to like go because it's just I've talked to you about our scene. Our scene is very that at least for our school, like in our bigger school, it's like actually pretty popular. It's just hard to go because it's further away, but it's very like I find myself going less and less just because like there's no competition. So like if I want it to be like an actual like use like source of improvement, I can't really go. It's more so like just be with friends and stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of I don't know, like you want to get good by playing better players and then like but you also kind of want to like improve your scene, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I think it definitely was happening in my first 2 semesters at my school, but the this last one is like it's just been too dead, you know. It's been too dead and I've also gotten better, so it's like damn.
Respect to the people who go though, because
Yeah, big respect.
they are keeping it alive. Even if like, because that's like the only way you can get big, you know? Is people think
Yeah.
the same as you know? Like, oh, there's nobody at this tournament, like I'm just not gonna go.
People tend to like overlook it now that I feel like it's not as much of a conversation anymore. Like, but back in when people were like, "Oh, is Melee dying?" People had like so much like like they were so thankful for like the people that were attending the local scene and like new players that were picking up the game, you know.
Mhm.
But I feel like people will stop asking that, which is like makes sense because we're doing pretty good right now, I think.
Maybe.
But I don't know. It's still like not perfect for sure, but it's not as scary as in like 2020 and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, all I'll say is enjoy CRT Melee while it lasts, because CRTs are only dying.
That's fair.
Soon your favorite
Yeah.
local will be all monitors, and by then you'll have regret not playing your local on CRT.
Sad. I hope they make more like low lag monitors for like to like try to like get as close as possible, but it's just like not the same.
It's just not the same.
It's I've used some really low lag monitors and it's just not the same still.
I am prepping for the CRT apocalypse, bro.
Yeah, you got like 10 in your room.
I have 5 in my room, yeah.
Yeah, you have like an absurd amount.
I have 4 consumer and then 1 PVM, which I'm happy. I purchased it from Khalid finally.
What is a PVM again? Is that the one with even lower lag?
So no, it's not that they're lower lag, it's that they're capable of producing better images.
Oh,
so, like,
okay.
consumer CRTs, I'll explain a little bit. No, I'll explain a lot because we have time. And I'm a nerd. Yeah. So like consumer CRTs, like CRTs are actually all capable of producing like really good images. It's just that like they didn't come with like the inputs. So like consumer CRTs usually just have like the yellow cord and like white for like audio. And those are like composite.
Yeah.
And those are actually pretty low. And the reason it's like pretty low in image quality is because the yellow wire, which is responsible for all the video, it like merges, I think, like color and brightness.
Oh, is that what they use like the red one for?
Yeah, so there's like no like artifacts that occur from it. But that was like, even though it was like kind of shitty quality, like it was the standard on a lot of TVs.
Yeah.
On some like larger sets, or like more high-end sets.
Yeah, he did put up. I was like, he got caped like twice, like really quickly.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Bracket reset. You know, second set.
Gotcha.
What was I saying? Yeah, some sets have S video. Have you heard of S video? It's a bigger setup.
No. Yeah,
but still kind of uncommon in the U.S. And then there's composite, component and like RGB. RGB is the highest. That's like red, green, and blue. You have 3 wires for 3 different colors, and then you have like the brightness cable. So PVMs are capable of producing component and RGB.
Oh, that's a
component. Like they exist on some consumer TVs, very rare though. And then RGB didn't exist on any consumer TVs. So that's the reason you get a PVM. Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
For RGB. Bro, I have to show you some images though. There's actually reasons why you would want to do composite video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm boring you on the subject.
No, it's interesting. I like listening to it. It's
cool. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, no problem. Wait, actually, I had a different question about. Sorry, if you were still explaining.
No, for sure.
I think I've heard about it, but maybe I'm just tripping. But isn't there like CRTs that come different refresh rates?
Yeah, they do. Most common's obviously 60 hertz. In Europe, they're like 50 hertz. You've probably like heard of like PAL.
Yeah, like 59, or is it 59?
Yeah, like
no, it's 50.
Something.
It was 50, I think.
So their games actually run slower.
Because I know in the Mario Kart, you know, for the N64, there's like the whole like PAL and NA like time discrepancies.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, every game like that predates like kind of like the GameCube, I think they kind of had to deal with the refresh rate of 50 hertz.
Yeah.
Because that was the standard in Europe.
Right.
But yeah, no, there are some monitors like it's usually like computer monitors or like higher end monitors. They'll sometimes support 70 hertz or like 120. I think like the highest hertz that their CRTs are capable of is like 200 something hertz.
Oh shit.
But those are like, I think just like computer monitors.
Yeah, are they any better for Melee than like a normal 60 hertz CRT?
Well,
or
Melee does run at 60.
Oh, so. But I know like for like Windows like the regular monitors that the refresh rate still makes a difference even though Melee runs at 60 Hz.
Yeah, you actually are probably playing Melee faster on computer if you're have a high enough refresh rate or low enough latency. The reason you wouldn't actually want to use like 120 Hertz for like a consumer TV to play games or even watch TV is actually because it's too much light. Because if you know how a CRT works, is like it draws beams from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's essentially flashing lights, and it can give you like headaches. Some
That's
people it doesn't
fair.
affect, but like the higher refresh rates, some people like get like headaches from it and shit.
Yeah, I know at SmashCon there was like a lot of CRTs and it's just like I could definitely like feel like, oh, you know, when you look at a CRT, like, and I'm sure it does affect some people more than others, but like when you look at a CRT, if you've ever looked at a CRT, you kind of understand like it's kind of like bright, it's kind of like flashing, you know.
It literally is drawing like the whole screen like in a fraction, like a very small fraction of a second.
Yeah.
Very fast. So it literally is just flashing lights in your eyes.
Right.
Yeah. So you gotta be. You don't have to be careful, but you know, just don't stare at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. CRTs have like really good. People are gonna watch this and be like, "Dude, these guys just talked about CRTs this entire."
A whole set, dude. They weren't even talking about the gameplay. They talked about CRTs. Shut up, viewers. You know we like CRTs. We want to talk about them. If you got a problem with that, take it up with Snake.
I'm a CRT. Like, that cape was so tweak.
Yeah, that was a weird cape.
I like caped him through the floor. Yeah. I'll save the CRT talk for after, actually.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Because you don't want to upload the entire set and have the whole set be about.
I'm sure it'd be so boring. But yeah, I think Yoshi's a good counter pick for Doc.
Yeah.
General. I think you definitely just want to kill Doc as fast as you can before Doc just lives forever and gets these weird mix-ups.
Yeah. Very, very nice stage for Fox.
Yeah. Killing early is ideal. Oh,
did he die out on that?
Like, out, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just fucking died because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Jund definitely figured something out in the combo game.
I was just about to say that like Jund is looking pretty good on his combos. I feel like his punish game just in general is like really strong, and like it might be a little bit like less noticeable, especially in like versus your Falco or something. But like when I was playing against him, as like I would like getting combo to death as Marth, you know.
Yeah, he has good positioning and he gets to where he needs to be really fast. So I think that like complements his, his combo game because he's just so technical, like technically proficient that he can go for all these like hard to get to spots.
I think so. I think he goes for like what's optimal, and when you play against him, you can kind of tell, oh, this guy hits harder than any of the other Foxes I played against.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to play against. I like watching him too.
Yeah.
You should watch this. That shit was fun.
Yeah, it was funny. I did watch it. BM. I watched it twice. I watched it the in person, and then the second with the re-upload. Sorry, not in person. I'm messing up my words right now really bad. The first time it happened. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Something Dr. Mario I noticed can do to players that are like they're trying to close it out or like they're nervous is like a lot of Fox players obviously aren't going to be used to the timings for like Dr. Mario's hit lag or whatever angles. So they'll kind of miss text, especially when they're nervous. And that's where Dr. Mario thrives, bro. Because if you miss a tech, Dr. Mario gets a freaking F smash and you literally die.
Yeah.
At like 60.
I would not want to miss tech against that guy, definitely.
Yeah. And there's so many dumb moves that will just like send you in tech instantly, like Dr. Mario weak dash attack or something, like barely clip you and like you don't get sent up at all, like you just go into like the instant tech, like or instant knockdown.
Yeah.
And like there's no way.
Dr. Mario is a weird character.
He's a weird character for sure. Jund taking it, keeping it 1-1.
But yeah, another thing is I feel like that guy. Another thing about Jund is like I feel like his gameplay, right? He's like, I don't know. He just has like random bursts of like plays really, really well. like it's not just like, oh, like, you know, he like one neutral and then he like punished hard. It's like he like plays better like randomly, you know, in the middle of the set.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And it's just like so like it comes out of nowhere, and I feel like I'm just like not ready for it at least. You know, like I have this sort of like we're like playing at a certain pace, you know, and then just like all of a sudden he turns it up, he like cranks up the dial, like damn.
That's great. I think it's great because like a lot of players, like, the longer a set drags out, they'll just get so out of it, you know.
Yeah, but this guy plays
like,
better the set goes longer.
Right, it's kind of scary in that sense. Like, you don't want to drag it out versus John because he's either gonna figure something out or he's just gonna turn it up while you're.
Yeah, it's not even like an adapt. Yeah, he can just adapt too, but it's like not even in an adaptation way. He just turns it up.
Yeah. I think he just has a strong mental.
I think so. I think Wendy mentioned something like that. He was like, I think he was like that. He was either down or like, I don't know. He was during our set, but Wendy was like, yeah, it seems like that guy has a really good mental because he just like forced through.
Yeah. It's funny. Me and him were like in VC, and like there's some other Fight Club members too watching.
Yeah.
And he was getting a little tilted. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's kind of like what the fuck? Why is this low tier like beating me? Like.
Oh yeah, it's. I had definitely had that mentality before, but something that's really like encouraged me to think better about that is like, I think that if you like lose to like a mid tier, low tier, I think you should like never feel bad about it because like, usually, you can say like, oh, my character is always supposed to win. But if you don't have as much matchup experience as you should be, then like that's like literally like such an easy way to lose, you know. So like you should never really beat yourself up for it. Just be like be better and be like, oh, I'll do better in the future, you know. Yeah, Dr. Mario's a good character. He's like really good.
Bad versus Fox.
Yeah, Franz makes that character look crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Usually if I like lose to a Roy or something, I'll just be like, okay, I'll just use this as a learning experience and like try to not let that happen next time. But I definitely like noticed like it's just like in the past it was like yeah he did. In the past it was like it happened more often in like just like in more situations, but I noticed like I think recently it wasn't that recently, it was like a few months ago, but like it was like I lost to some Bowser on unranked and I was like, dude, like Bowser's like that one character that makes you feel really bad losing to, you know what I'm saying? If you lose to Bowser, that's like, oh shit, dude, what am I even doing?
That shit does not happen to me. That does sound like it. It's annoying because he just does like tomahawk side B grabs though. He has some like stuff, but it's not a lot, you know, once you learn it once.
It's not a lot. I feel like he also has like a lot more stuff on like certain matchups than he does for others. What's he gonna do against like, I don't know, like Puff? Maybe. Or like, but like I've seen like, I saw this one, you ever asked me and Wendy about it? We saw this one like ridiculously good like Bowser at Smash Bang, like 4-stocked item is insane, but he can do some crazy stuff to Spaceys. But yeah.
Spaceys are the most susceptible to getting just hoed by mid tiers.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I've been humbled by mid tiers a lot in my life. I've been humbled by Dr. Mario's. I've been humbled by Donkey Kong's. I've been humbled by fucking Game & Watches.
Yeah, I've definitely been yeah, I think it's like
real characters because real ass players are playing them, bro.
Exactly. And I think it's good to get I think getting humbled the first like few times is definitely kind of tilting, but now that it's happened to me like multiple times, I feel like whenever it happens, I think it's just like I don't really like I kind of know like, oh, you know, it's like it's gonna happen, and it's like like I just have to use it to get better. But yeah.
Dr. Mario was a good learning experience for Jund. He really
hopefully. Yeah.
Once my doc has chain grabbing, he's losing that.
On the topic of Jund though, I think I don't know how great his mentality is in general, because I remember he was tilted supposedly after the item game in the crew battle. Because of the.
I mean, that was a very like.
No, but it was because of the. It was because of the lag, you know.
The lag. Yeah.
He was. I remember his like, some of his people were like, talking about like, oh man, he was like really upset over the lag, you know. But like, yeah, I don't know. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, both have to play in it.
That's what I was thinking. Both have to play in it, and as long as it's not like egregious, you know.
Right? Like.
Yeah. As long as it's not egregious, it's like whatever.
Yeah. I
Like,
don't
because
think it was
both
like
people do have to deal with it.
I don't think it was like invalidated, but I really don't know how bad it was for them. You know, I can't really
Yeah,
say.
cannot say. It
Lag
didn't
is a
look too
valid term
bad,
though.
but
I mean,
I
it
was not
sucks.
playing. There could be a lot of latency. So.
It's a valid complaint to have. I mean, at the end of the day, online does not matter like in comparison
Yeah.
to offline. You know.
Yeah, I remember I got really tilted though once at this in-person event. It was recent too. It was the one it was like from like a few weeks ago. It was like the one I went to with Wendy. And he knows, dude, I was so tilted after I had to play on this one laggy CRT and I lost. Because it was really, really laggy. I was like, dude, this shit sucks. It's actually like unplayable, but then we played a whole tournament set on it.
How did I lose this? Oh my god, Choke City. I literally had the gimp. So
Yeah, dude.
it's fine. That looks like it's gonna be it. Back air?
Yeah.
GG. Jun wins. The bracket resets. 3-1 versus Dr. Snake. Holy. Good shit to Jund.